Hi everybody, my name is Nasreen, your English teacher. And in this lesson we are going to talk about 3 types of verbs. Action verbs, linking verbs, helping verbs. With that being said, let's get started. Verbs are words that shows what someone or something is doing, like read, listen, think, jump, sit, and so on. We cannot build any sentence without a verb. Verb is a very important element of a sentence. For example, a student talks to her friend every day. Let's find a verb in this sentence. Yes, that's correct. She talks to her friend, so talks is a verb. It shows what this student does. Let's talk firstly about the action verbs. An action verb is a word that shows action or tells what the subject of the sentence does. It's so important. Let's look at this example. A student talks to her friend every day. In this sentence, a student is a subject, as we know. Now, after we found the subject, we need to find what does the student do. Yes, you are right. She talks. So talks is an action verb. Let's look at the next example. Everyone eats lunch. As we know, everyone is a subject. But what does the subject do? Excellent! Eats. So eats here, action verb. Some action verbs show actions that happen mostly in the mind. For example, like, think, enjoy. So it happens in our minds that we cannot see it. Right, it happens in our minds and it is not visible for other people. Let's look at this example. The family enjoys their lunch. We see the same picture but we don't know whether they enjoy this lunch or they don't. It is a mental verb. So the family is a subject. Enjoy is an action verbs. Okay, so now it's time to talk about linking verbs. Linking means connecting. Let's read what are they. So the linking verbs link the subject of the sentence to a describing words or to other information about the subject. It is so simple. Let's look at this example. The puppy is sleepy. The linking verb is it links the subject of a sentence, the puppy, to the describing words sleepy. So is or verb to be is a linking verb as it is between the subject and describing words. To link them together, pay attention, we have only one verb. Let's see one more example. We are excited. So the verb are links the subject we to a describing word excited. Notice that the describing word is not a verb. So one time the verb are is linking verb because it links the subject we to the describing word excited. It's right in the middle. It links these two words, the subjects and the describing words. Let's see the examples of linking verb, such as am, is, are, was, were, will be, could be, can be, would be, have been. These are all examples of the linking verbs, and we can continue this list, so they have so many different linking verbs. Let's read the example. Many farmers were happy with the rain. So were is a linking verb that links farmers, which is the subject, and happy, which is the describing word. So it links these two parts of the sentence. Besides verbs that have to do with the 5 senses are linking verbs too, such as feel, look, smell, sound, and taste. For example, this sweater feels itchy. Feels is the linking verb in this sentence. The sculpture looks strange. looks too, Lincoln verb. The dinner smells wonderful. Smells here is a Lincoln verb in the sentence. The doorbell sounds broken. Sounds is a Lincoln verb in the sentence. Let's talk about the helping verbs. These verbs are helping other verbs. They are very kind, so let's read. Some verbs are made up of more than one word. They have a main verb plus one or more words that come before it. The words that comes before the main verb are called helping verb. For example, the smell of pizza is making me hungry. So, making here in the sentence is a main verb. The main verb plus one word that comes before it. So right here is a helping verb. And in this case, it helps the main verb making to show it happens in the moment. Show me the time. Not overall. If I'm talking in general, I will say it makes me hungry. But imagine that the pizza is in front of me and it is making me hungry in this moment. These are the examples of the helping verbs such as am, is, are, was, were. They are actually the same as the Lincoln verb. Has, have, do, does, can, could, what. Let's read the sentence. They are listening to an interesting audio file. So here in the sentence, listening is a main verb. And let's look at the word that before, are. So are is a helping verb that show me the time. Like we said, we are talking in the moments. Here we have Lincoln verbs versus helping verbs. Let's compare between them. I have just told you that some of the verbs can be both Lincoln and helping verbs. For example, verb to be. And how can we distinguish them only in the sentence? So let's look at these two examples. The first sentence, we are excited. And the second example, they are listening to an interesting audio file. We have are in the first sentence and we have are in the second sentence. We need to decide whether it's Lincoln verb or helping verb. Let's look at the first sentence. What do you think about? It is a Lincoln verb or helping verb? Yes, excellent. It's a Lincoln verb. Why? Because it connects between the subject we to the describing word excited. And are in the second sentence. Are is a helping verb. Why? Because it helps the main verb listen to show that the action is happening at this moment. So what have we learned today? We have learned 3 types of verbs: action verbs, Lincoln verbs, helping verbs. Now it's time to practice. What I want you to do? I want you to read the sentence nicely and then find the verbs in this sentence. And circle the action verbs with the red pencil and the Lincoln verbs with the blue pencil and helping verbs with the green pencil. Kindly put your answer in comments and you will find a lesson worksheet in the first comment. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.